Hi Flosstube, my name is Jennifer. I am the Calculated Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a Flosstube that I didn't plan to do because I already filmed a Flosstube and put my whip parade at the end of it, and it was a little over 2 hours, which is not a shocker to those of you who've been here a while. But my phone wouldn't upload it. It said I had to clear memory storage, and I've cleared everything that I can, and it still says that I need to clear a lot more. So I tried moving my videos to my computer and to do it from there. I tried with a cord, like with the cable. I tried going to Google Docs and pulling it on my phone into Google, and so then I can access it on my computer. I've Googled it, I've read, I followed instructions, and I just can't get it done. And I don't know if it's because my internet is so horrible here. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so 2 hours of filming I had to get rid of. So I'm going to do a shorter video today that's just the Flosstube. Well, I'm going to do all of it today. But I'm going to post this one first, and then I guess I'll break my parade up into multiple ones, and hopefully that will work. It's about time for me to get a new phone, and so I guess I need to pick the phone that has a larger amount of storage. I don't even have that many videos and pictures. I don't have a lot on my phone. I don't have a lot of apps, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Who knows? 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. We have a cedar is starting to bloom here. It's been in the 80s most days. So it'll go like to 67 will be the high one day, but then it'll be 81 or 83 the next day. Anyway, so our cedar is turning orange. I don't know if y'all have cedar where you live, but the cedar that we have, I don't even know if it's really cedar. I guess it is. Anyway, it's evergreen, but the little pollen is orange, and so you can see, I'm looking outside at one right now. You can see the orange. It's like, it's an orangey green color right now. And it's interesting if you've ever seen them when the pollen is ready to move on. They actually like explode, and all the orange pollen just goes everywhere. Our cars will be covered in it. Now it looks more yellow when it's on the cars, so maybe it's the green making it look orange. I don't know. Anyway, but it's driving my allergies crazy, so I may have to stop every once in a while to cough and drink some water. So anyway, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. We had a fantastic Christmas. Everybody was here with the exception of my daughter's fiance. He is in his 2nd year of residency, and he had to work at the hospital, so hopefully next year we'll have everybody, but it was just so much fun. So, all right, I'm going to jump into this. So let's look at my whips first. So when I did my whip parade, I explained this, and I only have 4 whips. What? What do you say? We know you, Jennifer. You have more than 4 whips. But I've decided, since stitching has no rules, cross stitch has no rules, I can re-identify my objects in my life. And so I've decided whips in progress, or works in progress, means that I should be progressing on them in this year. Well, I've only worked on 4 things this year, and so I feel that those are my only whips. The rest of them I am calling stalled starts. My son thought that was so silly, but they are. I started them, but then they stalled, and I have not worked on them. So as I pull them in during the year, they can become a whip. But as of right now, I only have 4 whips. So let me show you the ones that I have. Oh, let's put on my reading glasses so I can see. All right, I have windows in front of me, so I'm going to have kind of a glare. I'll try to keep my head tilted down. The first one is Fox and Rabbit, and this is the Shepherd Sampler. This one was, they released this one, Laura and Bryn released this one to celebrate their 1,000 subscribers to their YouTube channel. And it is still available. Someone asked me on Instagram, and it is still available on, and it's, if you look on my post on Instagram, it has the link on there. But you can always just Google it. It's right, well, that's their YouTube. But you can always Google it and find it. And it is still there, and it's free. One of my viewers, or one of my Instagram followers asked, did I know that shepherd was misspelled? And I told her, I said, well, I thought since, you know, Lord is not capitalized, the T is not capitalized, but the S is backwards. And so I just assumed that it's, I don't know if this is actually a reproduction or if it's, what do they call that? If it's not a reproduction, an original. But made to look like a little girl did it. But I was thinking that that's what it was supposed to look like. So it had mistakes in it, like a child would make. And then on shepherd, I thought, well, maybe like in America, we'll spell something one way, and people from the UK or Australia will spell it another way, like color, C-O-L-O-R is how we spell it in the United States. Some places spell it C-O-L-O-U-R. And so I didn't know if this is how they spell shepherd in Australia. I don't know. I don't know. But I was going to stitch it just as it is. Plus, I'm not a good speller anyway, so it's kind of apropos. So this is just a computer-generated design, and it is the Shepherd Sampler by Fox and Rabbit. I am using the called for colors for the most part. I changed out, this is number 347, and it's funny in here, and this is 349, and it calls for 349. This one, no, it calls for 340, no, yeah, 349. It calls for 349. Sorry. But this one, when I stitched it on my linen, and I'll show you my linen in a minute, it came out very orangey looking, and I think it's the green undertones in my linen, but it made it look very Halloween-y, and I'll show you that in a second. So I switched to this one, which had more of a pink base. So that is a switch, and then I switched 351 with whatever the super pink one is in there, because I was like, couldn't do the pink, and I don't remember which one it is. But you'll know when you pull the floss, the really pink one. I changed to 351, so it's more of a melon color. And this is how much I have finished. And I'll move that thread. This is how long it is, and I'm almost to the bottom on this side. So you can see it just goes a little further right here. I'm right here. So I just have to go here and then move over. I was wanting to finish this month, and I could do it, but we'll see. I'll tell you my plan though, and I may not have enough time to do it. But so this is my progress so far. This is on a 40 count linen that I got from Michelle Rudy, who is Farm Girl Dry Goods. She has a shop, farmgirldrygoods.com. Very fast service, love her shop. But this is from her Patreon group. She sends out linen, I think it's every quarter, and this was the third linen that I received from her. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is it has a very green undertone, and I thought it would look beautiful with all the green in the stitch. Now, that color I said I thought was too orange. When I first started stitching, I started over here, and I just had this little vine right here, and I had the little bird. I hadn't started stitching on this. And you can see this is the, I don't know if you can tell in the lighting in here, but this is the original orange, and this is the original orange. This is the new orange. Now, on camera, it's not really making a big difference, but in person, this looked very much like Halloween. And I guess it's just because it was black with kind of an orangey color. And when you stitch it on this green, it just makes it stand out even more. So I don't think and it's funny because I stitched this one and then I stitched these two over here, also in the original orange color. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave them like that because I think it just adds to it. Now, the rest of the berries that go down this side and across the bottom, then will be this 351 that I pulled that originally called for a very light pink color. So I liked the melon better. So I picked that one out. We'll see if I like it when I stitch it. So that's how far I've gotten. And this I started on January 1st. This was my New Year's Day start. And I'm really hoping to have it finished by the end of the month. But I know it probably won't happen, but it's a nice goal. So that's one start. Now, let me talk to you about my 12 by 12. So 12 by 12 was the brainchild of Kia B. I'm really bad with names, so I hope it doesn't come across disrespectful that I have to sit and think about it. I'm really bad with it. In fact, in school, it's funny because my students, I have nicknames for them, and I can remember their nicknames very quickly, but their real names, I mean, and I teach them over and over. It's like we only have like maybe 60 kids in high school, so it's not like I have a lot of kids and I have them over and over, but for some reason, I have a really hard time with names. And the older I get, I'm having a harder time with words. So that's not good. Okay, Kia B on Instagram and on Flosstube. She thought of this, I don't know how many years ago. And so I decided to do it with her, I guess last year. I had decided to do it. And then Pam and she hooked up together to do lives, and Pam did it too, and so it was really fun to watch on Instagram, watch them get on and talk about things. And so I really liked that, and they did it again this year. And so, but last year, what I decided to do, I can put this down because I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on one second, I have to get a drink. Okay, I had to make sure it's going. Sorry about that. Then I had to sneeze. Okay, anyway. So last year I decided I was going to do this with them. And so I picked out 12 what I considered series and the reason I put quotation marks is because one of them is more of it's a theme than it is a series. So anyway, and I decided to start one of them every hour. And so what you do is you can be team starts. That was, I think this year they started that. Team starts are team new starts. No, team starts are team whips. Wow, Jennifer. Anyway, so Kia's was team starts, and she picked, and this is what I did last year. I picked 12 new things to start at each hour, starting at noon on New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, wow, and up to midnight. You start one thing each hour and work on it. So I did that last year. And so this year I had decided that I was going to take the ones that I started last year because I never worked on them. I started all of them. I put them all in a bag together and forgot all about them all year long. So I decided to kind of work them into my, I don't really have a rotation, but to work them into my whips, what I'm calling whips now. I'm going to take, since there are 12 of them, I thought it lent itself perfectly. I'm going to take one each month, and I made a little decision wheel. I've never done that before. Steph has talked about it on Just Keep Stitching, and it was a wonderful idea. And so it's really fun to spin it. So anyway, I spin it each month, and because Whipco did not work for me. it just did not, my personality did not mesh. So, but this I think will be fine, but we'll see, you know, famous last words of a fool. So I pick my whip for the month and I work on it for 12 days. And so, and I'm putting each one in a Whitman's chocolate box, because now this one is embroidery. I don't know if you can tell. But I remember Michelle Rudy talking about when Brenda Gervais was their designer at her retreat, that Whitman's, the boxes were originally based on cross stitch. And so I've been ordering them all year because I knew that I was going to do this. And I wanted a box, it's a tin, for each of my 12 whips. So this is the bicentennial tin. So this one's from 1976. So anyway, I have a box, a tin for each of my 12 by 12. So I put it in here so I know exactly which one it is. It's easy to pull it out. And I'm such a dork. This month, and so I work on it for 12 days. I don't even know if I've explained this. Anyway, my brain. Okay, where's the front cover? So this series was the ABC's Little House Needleworks, and it's their ABCs, and this one is Autumn. Autumn ABCs, it's at the top. Thought it was at the bottom. So this one is Autumn ABCs, and so I started this one in 2021 on New Year's Eve. And when I started it, so this, I don't think I've said this, this New Year's Eve, I just worked on the same ones again. And then I'll work on one each month, this for 12 days. So all the 12s just go together. So last year I had all of this and the little bird to the word chill, pretty much. And I've only worked on this one day now. Well, New Year's Eve, you don't get much done in an hour. I don't get much done in an hour. I'm not a very fast stitcher. I got almost all of the white. I could see better if I put these on because I'm up close. I did not have this last little white right there. So all I got done was this white right here. Everything else was done last year. So I've worked on this one day, and so all I've gotten are these letters and the rooftop right here. So I think I can finish this month, but we'll see. This is one of those projects where I'm not really sure if I actually want all of these. I mean, I don't know where I would display them. I don't know. And I'm just stitching this. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I'm stitching this on 40 count birch with the called for overdyes. So that's my second whip for this year thus far. My next whip I started last year with my friend Kippy, who is the academic stitcher on Instagram and on Flosstube. This is, it's from the book Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs. Now, these stockings I have started, and I think I have one finished and one started from last year or the year before. I don't even remember when I started those, but I just have it housed in the same bag. But this is Christmas Garden, and this was Kippy's brainchild. She was at a cross-stitch shop when she went to visit her daughter, and she went to a cross-stitch shop and saw this done in over one, and she said it was really beautiful. So we decided to start this together, and so we get together on Zoom, and she knows how to do that. I don't know how to do any of that. But I'm stitching mine on 28 count marbled bunny, and I'm stitching mine over one. And I did change the colors. I'm not a pastel faded kind of person, usually, and so I decided to change mine out, and I'm using Cottage Garden threads. And let me tell you, I normally don't have an opinion on threads. I mean, they pretty much stitch up like they stitch up, but I like handling silks better. They feel beautiful. There is a sheen when the light hits it the right way, but I'm telling you, I think these have the same sheen, and they are cotton. Anyway, so these, it only calls for 4 colors. So I have been, look how pretty these are. I mean, they really are just beautiful, beautiful threads. It only calls for 4 colors. Where was I going with this? So I just did a conversion, and so Marigold is my lighter gold, and then this is Dandelion, and it is my dark gold. Ah, isn't that pretty? My red is Hugs and Kisses, and this is Ivy for my green. So, and all I did was, I mean, I know you're supposed to be able to pull them out, whatever, but I just need one tiny little straight, like I don't need a hole. Anyway, so what I did was I just punched a hole, because you can pull them off from the card itself, but this way works better for me. And then I just cut all the ends, and so then I can just pull them out one at a time from the top, like I learned from Brenda on Brenda and the Cereal Starter on Flosstube. So this is my progress, which I was very, very proud of until I saw Kippy's progress, which is like 4 times as much, but that's okay. I'm doing mine over 1, like I said, on 28 count marbled bunny, and I absolutely love this. It's fun to stitch. It takes me forever, but everything does, so it's okay. So this thing is taking a long time. It doesn't look like it, but boy howdy, all those little leaves counting. All right, so that is my 3rd whip. So I have 1 more to show you. Let me put these in here. This is one of my stalled starts. These are it's from the same book. So there's my stocking, and there's the start on the 2nd stocking. I don't even know the last time I worked on these. Let's see if I have, no, I don't even have it on here. I'm doing it on 35 count lamb's wool, and I think that's one of my things. I have decided 36 count. I mean, I just cannot. It's like Ada. I'm a horrible Ada stitcher. My stitches look, I don't know. I am very impressed with those of you who can stitch on Ada and make it look so beautiful, because mine looks like a hot mess when I stitch on it. And I think 36 count is the same way for me. Okay, my next one is, this was my Christmas Day start. And it's in my whips because I've worked on it since then. But I just started this Christmas Day of last year, 2022. And this is His Eyes on the Sparrow by Heartstring Samplery. And it is a start, so I mean, I'm way up here, just a teeny tiny little bit right here. That's all I've done. But like very teeny tiny, just the border right there. But what I've decided to do is, oh no, I got further than I thought. I forgot about that. This is also now, it's become my Sunday stitch. And Lori Holt talked about that one time. I'm stitching it on tabby cat linen, and I'm pretty sure it's creme brulee. I'll check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure. But I have a fat half, so I've got plenty. But let me fold it up. So I'm going to do Sunday stitches on this, like Lori Holt does. And I mean, she usually does hers and has it finished by the end of the year, but I will not. But that's okay. So I got more done than I thought I had. I love this, and I love this red. I don't know if it's showing up, but this color with this modeling is yummy, yummy. So this is how far I've gotten. I'm pretty sure it's 40 count. I don't think it's 46. Let me look at you. I don't know. I can't tell without my 3.0 readers. These are just like 1.25 or whatever that they put in my thingies. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Okay. In the meantime, my daughter called. So now I have to remember where we were. I think I just finished my 4 whips that I have. I only have 4. See, I have a great way for you just to reduce your whips immediately. Okay, so I was going to go over some haul that I got. This is all from the Tinsmith's Wife. The first one is Little Robin Designs. I saw this on, oh, I can't remember, Eugenia Hoyt. Oh, I have it written down and I can't find the paper. It's so me. But the colors are so beautiful. And I love the blue. Anyway, so I got that one. Then I got this one. It's the Checkerboard Stag. What is it called? Checkerboard Stag Sampler. Isn't that cute? And it's an adaptation. It's by Samplers Remembered. And this one, they have pictures inside I want you to see. This is the original. Isn't that cute? And then this is the other one. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I thought that one was super cute. I've really loved the work basket. I have their Proverbs series. I thought I had all 4 of them and I can't find one of them and I don't know what happened to it, so I gotta look for it. This is Sunflower House and I thought this would be perfect for someone. This one is Rosewood Manor and it's called Barnwood Buttons. Barnwood Buttons. And I just thought I could put some really cute antique buttons on there and it'd be sweet. So, and this is by Karen Kluba of Rosewood Manor. This is another Little Robin Designs and it's called Hester Garlic. So Little Robin Designs. I love these colors. They're so pretty. Now what I have, my new rule for myself, because I just want to see what they're called for. Hold on one second. They're overdyes. They're called for overdyes, Weeks and Gentle Arts. Okay. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to check on that. So this one, what I've decided is, from this point on, I have so many charts and kitted things and installed starts that there's no way I'm ever going to get finished with all of this. So what I've decided, I took all these out of the bag, so what I've decided is anytime I bring a chart in, I have to destash at least one chart. So because I know, even though I like them all, never going to get to them. So that's my new rule for myself. I thought, and that way, everything I have right now fits. And I don't know if anything else is going to fit. So I just thought maybe that'll be a way to kind of cut down too. So I've already matched up which charts are going in my destash. I had 2 big boxes of destash, so I had to do that video at some point also. All right, so hats, that's one that I just want to collect all of them at some point. And I've already taken it out of the yucky crinkly paper. This one is, what is this one's called? Margaret Beatty. And these are all because of Laura and the Cereal Starter. I saw the colors on this, Laura showed it, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely beautiful. So, really like that one. Now, I don't plan on starting any of these anytime soon. Just going into my collection, the Jennifer Keeney collection. This is Amanda Malvini Brown, and this is another one. I know that, or I figure a lot of people are working on this, but I did see this on Brenda and Laura on this and the cereal, Brenda and the Cereal Starter. So Brenda and Laura, they showed it, and I know lots of people have shown it. But Sarah Fletcher from Hands Across the Sea. Oh, so sweet. This is Charlotte Entwistle. Now, 2 of my children are getting married this year, so haul is going to diminish. So that's another thing. Hopefully I will do more destashing than I will enhancing my stash. This is Anne Bore, I don't know. And I love their samplers, these band kind of samplers they do. One of them's in my stalled starts, and I'll explain why. This is Autumn Sampler Compendium, Sissy Bailey Smith, Gentle Pursuit Designs. I was just reading what it said. Isn't that beautiful? I was looking to see what these are. I don't know what these threads are. Wonder if that's Gloriana. GLS? Is that Gloriana? I don't know what GLS is. What kind of threads those are. Oh, here. You can see it right here. Oh, so beautiful. Let me see if I can figure out what they are. You probably already know. Yeah, it says Gloriana. I guess GLS is Gloriana Silk. She said she used Gloriana, Avera Soie d'Alger, Avera Soie 103s, Accentuate, and Needlepoint Silk for the project. Accentuate. I don't know what that one is. Okay, anyway. This one, now, these two, Wendy, of course, texted me and said, hey, look what came in. And I was like, oh, yes, she knows me. This is Susan Scott, 1734 English sampler, excuse me. This is Gentle Pursuit Designs. That's who did the other one also. So here's the name. Trying not to sneeze. And I don't know, you can't really tell with the lighting right now, but these are all these beautiful blues and browns. Who is doing, oh my gosh, do you know, I did not know, and I live under a rock apparently. Christy from Crosshatch Quilts has a YouTube video. How did I not know this? I don't know how I didn't know that. But so anyway, I started last week, I guess, and I've watched all of them all the way through. So it was great. If you haven't watched her, she's very inspiring. So you need to go watch her videos. She's doing blue and brown in her bedroom. And I think this would be a perfect sampler for that. This is Sarah Ann Downend, I guess. And this is Scarlet Letter. I didn't take it out of the bag because these are the ones that are like heat and sealed kind of thing. So I'm going to try to hold it like this. But this is the Scarlet Letter. And I love anything with this pastoral scene. I just think it's so beautiful. So, Scarlet Letter is another one that I just have a little collection going. I went ahead and bought a Morgan hoop because I need another hobby. And I have some punch needle projects kitted, and I've never done any punch needle. So Wendy at the Tinsmith's Wife told me that I can come over one day and she will help me. So I bought all the stuff that Teresa Kogut told me to buy 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however many years. So just haven't gotten to it. So I do have the hoop now, so I'm official. All right. I got a fat half of Confederate Gray. It's one of my favorite neutrals from Weeks Dye Works. It's just beautiful. So I got a fat half of this one. I got a fat half of 28 count doubloon. I love 28 count stitch over one, and I love a modeled 28 count. So it just gives interest. That one's pretty. Then I got some Lakeside Linen 46 count vintage light exemplar. She had a few Lakeside sitting there, so I got a fat half of it. You know, Lakeside, you find it, you buy it. Then this is also, I'm pretty sure Lakeside, Maritime White. I got a fat half of Maritime White in 46 count also. So pretty. So that was my stash. Now, oh, wait. I also got this. I can't remember if I showed these to you. So if you are my future daughter-in-law, I need you to stop watching. I don't know if she will because school started back up. But in case you are, this is for you. And so you need to not be watching this part. So I got the last two ribbons for, and I'm not sure if I showed this to you, but I bought, I'm pretty sure I showed you this project, and it's like counted needlepoint. It's called Fields of Glory, and it's Impressionist Collection. Oh wait, I can't read who it's by. I think this is them down here. Laura J. of Perrin Designs. So it looks like this, maybe the designer. I don't know very much about him. But my future daughter-in-law loves sunflowers. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would be perfect. And it's called Fields of Gold. So I got the last two ribbons. I had gotten it kit up already. And this is actually done on it's like needlepoint canvas. So we're going to see how this goes. But isn't it cool? It's modeled just like linen. I thought that was really super cool. And then, I mean, I picked it out, but she showed me some plain ones, and then I was like, oh no, I'd rather have the... I also bought, in case I didn't show you, now if you're my oldest child, I need you to stop watching. I don't think he watches either, but only to make fun of me from time to time. But this is Red, White, and Blue Boots. He was a corpsman in the Navy, very patriotic kind of guy. And we're from Texas. He wears cowboy boots. I mean, they don't look like this, but I just thought they would be really cool to make for him for Christmas this year. So I had gotten this kitted up a while back from the Tinsmith's wife. She sells all of this. She sells all sorts of, if you are a needlepoint person, she sells all the painted canvases, everything. I mean, she has everything there. And so I also have a canvas then for his. And I picked the same, you don't really call this fabric, the same, whatever this is called. So, and Wendy attached it to the stretcher bars and everything for me. So, I'm telling you, great customer service. So, those were previous ones, but I got the ribbons for the one. So, all right. So, I thought what I would do next is run through my previous finishes, or as many of them as I can show you. Some of them I've given away. So, I just walked around the house, and I know I have these two. I have two that I have framed, and this is Sally Spencer, and it's Birds of a Feather, and it is out of print, and I did a drawing, and I did a giveaway for my chart, because it was out of print. I don't do that with other ones that are still in print, because I don't want I want the designer to, you know, if you want to stitch it, then you pay for it kind of a thing. I just heard that somewhere. So This, I don't have any of the details. This was actually framed at, it's the one that Brenda uses. Hold on, Total Framing. It's on the back. I thought it was. I don't remember anything about it as far as what count it's on. I would guess it's on a 36 or a 40. Now, the initials I put everywhere, had I known that I was ever going to cross stitch and this was going to be a thing, all 5 of my children had the same initials, K and K. I would have changed that because when I try to put their initials in here, they're all the same. So I put the numbers. So like this is a 5. So this is for my youngest son, Kyler. This is a 4. So this is for my younger daughter, Kelsey. These are the twins. And then 3, she was born first, 30 seconds first, earlier. This is Kaylee. She was my 3rd child. Then over here is Cody. He's my 1st child. That's Caleb. He's my 2nd child. And then that's Parker. He's my grandson. And this is Ashley. That's his mom. So that's my husband. Anyway, I really like these. Okay. So there's that one. And I have one other finished. And this is from that Home for the Holidays book by Blackbird Designs that I showed earlier. This one is, I think it's 'Tis the Season is the name of it. I got this framed at Hobby Lobby and in Uvalde. The only change I made, this was inspired by Misty Purcell of Luminous Fiber Arts. This is her linen that she dyed, and I can't remember that the white's not showing well on the screen, but it shows well in person, so I don't know. Anyway, this is her linen. It's like a mint green is what it's called, or something, I'm not sure. But I changed the color of my cardinal to tulip. I'm pretty sure, yes, because I think it's apple something is what it's, anyway, because Misty changed it, and I loved that color, so that's the only thing I changed on this one, and I finished it in 2020. So those 2 I have framed, and then I thought I would show you some of my finishes. And I thought, okay, hold on one second, because these are sitting under my camera. I don't know why. My very first, and I've kept this, I'm one of those people, I've always just kept things. This is a Columbia Minerva cross stitch, and it's Don't Rush Me, and it is a printed cross stitch. Look how old it is. Isn't that funny? It was a printed cross stitch, and so I did this one when I was a little girl. So there's mine. I can't remember if I ever showed this before. I think I was 9 when I did this. So you can see it's got dirt and stains on it. So I have that one. And then I went through a phase when I first got married to cross stitch. I was still in college. And this is, all of these are on Ada. And of course, this was 91. This is our first Christmas together. I really should do something with this to put out every year. I mean, it's very dated looking, but anyway, so. And then I have these, and it's so funny. Let me show you why. I mean, my back, much better here, right? Not too bad. It's not too bad. My mother was always very big on a neat back. And so let me show you on this one. It's not too bad. I mean, you know, for being, except for look at that. Look at that hot mess. For being 9, it's okay. It's okay. But look at this one. This was my first one I did that was counted. And look. Can you tell I was a kid? Oh, that's so funny. So I did that one, and I have this one. I mean, I think I didn't do them very often, but this one is in a smaller count, like an 18 count maybe or something. But look at the, very embarrassing. So I did get better. So see, look, that's better. Okay. So I just thought I would show you some of my very old cross stitch. After that, I had 5 kids and I never touched it again. I mean, that's all the cross stitch. Well, I did. I made my mother a Santa. I can't remember. I was going to show it on here. I don't know if I ever did, but I made her, and she puts it out every Christmas. If I can remember, I will bring it and show it sometime. So I was just going to show you what I've finished just since I've started. So I started in December of 2018. 19, 20, 21, 22. Well, I've only been stitching 4 years. I don't have a lot of finishes. This one, Lizzie Kate, I finished this one. And I hate this, whatever cloth it's on. I don't even know. It's very stiff, and I don't like stiff. This one, I already have a plan. It's going to go on this paper mache box once I paint it and stuff. So I do have a plan for that one. I did 2 of these as a as ornaments, so I don't have those. Well, actually I do. I have one I showed it on. Oh, I put those away. I showed those. Dang it. I showed it on the videos that I had to erase or delete because I didn't have enough space. But I have one because I have my grandsons, but then my adopted granddaughter, hers, of course, is at her house. So I don't have that. This is the birth announcement I did for my grandson. I put this on, I'm pretty sure it's on my Instagram, and it's been on my Flosstube. I finished that as a flat fold. And this one I did for my daughter who's getting married. I did it for her a couple of years ago. She's a big bee person. And so I put it on the box and everything. Anyway, she has that one. So those are finishes that I do not have. This one, for some reason, I don't have this chart. So this was one of the first ones I did when I got into stitching. It's got a crease in it. I didn't iron any of this. It's just going to go back in the box. I have a few Valentine, and then like this one, I thought, well, Jennifer, why don't you finish it so you can put it up this year? But we'll see. I think this one, it looks like it's on, I don't know, the stitches are awfully fat. Maybe 36 count? I don't know. Don't really like the stitches. I don't really like the way it looks. My back's got somewhat better. It still doesn't look very good, but that's okay. But I don't want to throw this one away just because, you know, I made it. And just look at how horrible that is. It's fine. Okay. This was a free pattern stitching with the housewives. And I don't think I'll ever even do anything with it, but I did stitch it up. It just doesn't go with my house, so I have that one. This is a fully finish, but oh, I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I finished that. Let me put this over here. So when I first got back into cross stitch in 2018, I did not know what was out there. I thought it was still, you know, you go to Michael's or back when I was in Walmart and get a kit and stitch. And so then I can't remember who it was. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Fat Quarter Shop started filming or including cross stitch. And one of the first things that I saw was this. And I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. I'll try it. Not my colors. I mean, I don't decorate with any of bright kind of colors. And look how big these stitches are. So, and you can tell I did not finish because I did not like it. I do not stitch well, and this is Ada, and it's super, super open weave. And like I said, it's not my colors. If I had changed the colors, I would like it. But, I don't know. So I will never finish this one, but I'll keep it. I just didn't enjoy it, but it's super cute. If I would have just dulled the colors down. I'm more of a dark color, but yeah, so not a bright, more like this blue that's at the top up here near the ceiling. Anyway, whatever, but that's one of, so this was the first thing actually I stitched when I got back into stitching, or I tried, and I was like, no, so then I stopped, and then that's a couple of months later, then I started seeing all the cute stuff, and that's when I started, when I saw Misty Purcell. She was the second person I watched on Flosstube, and I was like, oh my gosh, where do I go to find these projects? So then I went down a rabbit hole. So anyway, all right, I did finish. I have all of these. I would like to finish them all to get them, to have them. I usually decorate like right here and a little bit in my living room. I don't like overly decorate, but I do like a seasonal decoration, and Valentine's Day is one of my favorites. So I did finish this one. It was the first one that I did. And here she is. Not perfect, but I love her. And I just want to put her as a flat fold. The one that Vonna does, that's like when you look at the side, it's like a V like this. So it stands up. I would like to do that. So this is one that I would like to get finished sometime soon, but we'll see. Then this one, look, I wrote a note to myself, Cherry Cobbler from Beggar's Forth. So this is Stacy Nash Primitives, and this is a needle book, Freedom Needle Book. And here is my finish, and you're going to see it's super close down here, but I figure all you need is 1/4 of an inch to stitch. I didn't know what I was doing, so I just slapped it on here, and there it is, and I like it. So we'll see if I can get that finished. Then this one was a kit. I think it was at, what is it called? Hold on. Needlework, not Expo, but the one that's in the spring in March. Does it say on here? It's by Samplers Not Forgotten. It doesn't matter. It was released a few years ago, and it came as a kit, and I bought the kit. Hold on, I'm reading to see if I can see if it's anywhere, but I don't think it is. Anyway, so I have the cup, I have all the pins, I have everything. I have everything just waiting. All I had to do was stitch it. It's stitched, and I haven't done anything with it. So I need like a weekend to finish, maybe. But I put this stuff away, and then I never think about it. So I went to a workshop. Where's the front? Kitten Stitcher. It was a workshop that she did at the Silver Needle, and these were the projects. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring my book. I have the book finished. I mean, it's all prepped. I have the piece right here. So there were 3 pieces. It was a book, and inside you put this piece, and then there's a pillow, and this is with rice stitch, and then there's like these little bees, and it's a pencil holder. So I actually stitched the pencil holder and actually even finished it. And it has my favorite pencil, the Ticonderoga, the black ones. I love these as a math teacher. I love these. They write beautifully. They erase beautifully. I have the finishing stuff here. This is the pillow with the rice stitch. It's so pretty. I really like this. There's my messy back. Anyway. but I really, you know, do stitch. Then this is the book, The Needle and the Pen. That was what it was called. And it's on 36 count, and so I'm never comfortable stitching on 36 count because one strand doesn't cover it very well, depending on the 36 count. I mean, there are different. And then 2 strands I cannot stitch with because my threads don't lay correctly. So I just feel like it's an in-between size for me, and I have the hardest time with it. I have a beautiful piece of like fat half of 36 count straw, and straw is my favorite, that I started. I'll do when I do my stalled starts video, that I'm restarting a project because it was 36 count, and it doesn't look right. For some reason in my mind, it doesn't look right. When I see other people stitch on 36, theirs looks great. I don't know why. It's got to be a mental block of some kind. Anyway, so I have that. This is Quilty Love, and this is a Lori Holt design that, yeah, just making sure. Fat Quarter Shop. Hold on. What's her daughter's name? Oh my gosh. Emma. It's So Emma designs, prints it, publishes it. Oh gosh, words. So I started on this, and I was stitching 1/1 on Macchiato by Misty at Luminous Fiber Arts, and I wanted to do just a little block of it, so I did to here because I wanted it to be rectangular sideways, because I'm going to make it as a little standing flat fold. And you can't tell, but this color has a little bit of pink in it, so it looks really good together. But this is 1/1 on 28 count Macchiato. So that one I should finish now so I can put it out with my Valentine stuff, right? My next finish, I just put the chart in with the piece. So it's Threadwork Primitives, Beggar's Fourth, and I'm pretty sure I have all of the Beggar's different ones. And this one is stitched on 36 count Meadow Rue, and I did not like the way my stitches look on it. But it's finished. I persevered, and when I fully finish it, I know I'll love it. But I do want to stitch all of these for the different seasons. It's really pretty. Then this one is a snippet by Lizzie Kate, Land That I Love. And I didn't have this charm, so I just picked a button out of my stash, and it's a metal one, and I thought, oh, that'll be good. And so that's what I did. I finished that one in 2020, it says. So I don't even know what this is on. Then my next 2 finishes are by Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts. This is a Bluebird Salute. I love her Salute series that she has. Super cute. I love birds. You'll notice I get distracted because I'm out here watching them. And this is my finish. So cute. Then here's another Valentine's one that I should get finished. The Luminous Fiber Arts, A Bluebird's Message. Oh, it's Bluebird series, not Salute. I don't know why I was, okay, Bluebird series. So I have this one finished. And this is when I was serging around all my edges and back in the day when I first started. That one's super sweet. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to put all my Valentine stuff. Maybe I'll finish it. Ha ha. Okay, the next one is, whoa, Suffragette. And this is Little House Needleworks. And I did this in 2020, the anniversary of the year that women got the right to vote. And do I know what this one is on? 36 count. You can tell that these are when I first started, before I figured out what I liked and what I didn't like. And again, see how I just don't think the black covers very well. It's fine. It's all good. It's okay. So I need to get this one finished so I can put it up. I want to get this one framed. I have to measure it. It would be nice if it would fit in something I could just buy off the shelf and not have to order it. The next one, Sue, who is Susie Reno, knows my love of everything Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. I would love to be Kitten Stitcher's friend, wouldn't you? Teresa's friend. This was from a kit that she got at a, we don't call them workshops here. What do we call them? Retreats. Sorry, as a teacher, we go to workshops. At a retreat. And this is from 2018, the Midwest Stitchers Retreat. And she said she wasn't going to make it. Would I like it? And I was like, yes. Thank you, Sue. So I finished it. It's all finished. I mean, I finished it right after she sent it to me. So here is the part for the top. And then here is the part for the little fob. Look at that little mouse. Isn't that sweet? For the little scissor fob right here. I just need to fully finish them. And then this is Stacy Nash Summer Pomegranate Needlebook and Pin Keep. Now this one, you can stitch the back like this, but when I was stitching at the time, I was like, I don't know if I really want to stitch all that. So I decided I would just stitch the front, and then I'm just going to use fabric on the back. Not sure what exactly, but I'll some kind of fabric that will match. This was like in the first 5 of what I stitched. It was one of the first 5 things that I started. And this is Abby Rose Needle Arts. Abby Rose Designs. Oh, so close. Long May She Wave. And I stitched this and didn't know what I was doing. Did not know what I was doing. Decided I wanted to stitch on black. So I got this black piece, and I don't even know what it is. But I stitched over 2. I think it's a 36 count. Stitches look horrible. I don't know. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's one of those that, it's one of my first stitches, and so I feel like I should finish it and just be proud of it. So anyway. Stitching with 2 threads. This one I stitched, bought the whole series, all the things. And then when because it came as a kit with Ada, this is when I learned I should never stitch on Ada. So this is my finish, which I probably will never fully finish because it's just so bad. But I won't get rid of it because maybe I'll put it like in a project bag or something like that. But I stitched it, and then I thought, I will never stitch on this Ada because it's just not pretty. I don't understand why everybody else seems to be able to and not me. It's fine. It's okay. We can't all do everything. This one is MTV Designs Treasure Collection, Vermilion Peacocks, Drum, and Smalls. So here's the name of it. Here is the designer. And I wanted to do the drum, but I didn't want a tall, skinny drum. I just wanted a drum with the peacocks on it because I thought it was so cute. And I decided to try something different because normally I would have done it in red. This is on 32 count macchiato, and I stitched it with this, it's a silk, and I don't remember the color. I don't have it anywhere around me, so, and I had to do it on 32 count for it to be big enough to make a little small drum. I've had this finished for a long time, but I had to wait for Vonda to have a drum tutorial. That's my curriculum. Thinking of school again. And train of thought. Oh, and then I wanted to wait for the right thing to put on the top. And so I wanted, and I decided that this might be an okay color. I mean, it's darker than my peacocks, but I think it'll stand out. It'll be okay. And I always forget to take this with me when I go to the Tinsmith's Wife, and so I just bought this one because I was like, I can't remember the color. I mean, I know it's like an aqua blue color, and so it's really too light, I think. Well, right there it looks okay, but I don't know with this next to it if it would look okay. I may just use plain quilter's cotton then. I don't know, but I have that in there just so I have it together. It's hot in here. It's hot outside. All right, so my next finish is the MA 1853, and this is from Needlework Press. This is my first stitch I ever did on perforated paper, and Wendy at the Tinsmith's Wife told me how to dye it. I was like, color it, paint it. What's the word I'm looking for? To dye the perforated paper so it looked like it had this modeling on it. And I was like, oh, perfect. So that's what I did. And I stitched it on perforated paper, and I loved it. I love this perforated paper. So then I went through my kitted up objects, and I was like, I wanted to find things that had flowers that looked like this. And I really wanted to do Birds of a Feather by Blackbird Designs that I have on this also, because it has those kind of flowers, but it's too big for the piece of perforated paper, so it wouldn't fit. I was very sad. Anyway, so this is a finish. I just need to get this framed, so that's what I plan to do with that. My next finish is, and these were finished in the last, 4 years. This is not like I did this last year. This is Jingle Jolly Joy. Jingle Jolly Joy. Yes. Misty Purcell. And it was a clue, like she released a clue each week or something. I can't remember exactly. Now you can just buy the whole pattern on her website. And this is my finish. I need to finish these because look at all this extra I have over here. Anyway, so here is my finish. Isn't that the cutest? That's funny. How many of my finishes are Misty's? That's funny. Okay, so I have that one. The next one is Summer at Baltimore, and you can see this is what happens to your pattern when you put it in a vinyl project bag and leave it in your car in Texas when it's 120 degrees outside. It sticks to the vinyl. Don't do that. So I don't think I'm going to put it in this box. I think I'm going to make a drum out of it instead. And here is my finish. I love this. So when I get in my drum, when I feel like I've got it, then I can make them maybe. The next one, I don't have the chart. I don't know where it is Snow Day. And I started this. Misty Purcell was having a stitch along. And so I was like, oh, yes, please. And so I was going to make them into individual pillows. And yes, I know they're very close. But when you're a quilter, you only need 1/4 of an inch. That's in my mind. That's what I was thinking when I did this. So I figure we'll leave 1/2 inch in between, and that's 1/4 of an inch for each one, which is true, but usually in cross stitch you leave a little extra, but not me. I do not like mine. I don't know what count this is, but I stitched it 2/2, and the stitches look super, super fat. I don't think they're showing up on there as fat as they look in real life. Now, I like his little face over one. That I like. So, but I just feel like they're awfully fat and chunky. And let me tell you, a lot of stitching goes into these, boy. They are some intense. I bet this is 28 count. It looks like a piece from Hobby Lobby. So that's probably why I like their little faces, because they're over one. Anyway, one day I'll get these finished. Have no idea what I'll do with them. Maybe I'll have a brilliant idea. I doubt it, but maybe. Never know. So that is, I'm pretty sure it's called Snow Day. It's by the Prairie Schooler. You can tell by looking, right? It's Prairie Schooler. The next one, this was a finish from last year. I love this, and I stitched this one right here, Hannah Hetherington, and this is from the Heart. Yeah, From the Heart Needle Arts. Here, Needle Art by Wendy. This is one of my favorites. These colors, these blues. Oh my gosh. Oh hey, Christy, if you watch my videos, I don't know if she watches them, but if you're watching this, this would be another good one for your bedroom. So, let's see. This is Confederate Gray. I got this from Misty's store. So, here is my finish. And I love this. It is so beautiful. It's wrinkled, I know. Very sorry about that. But I do love these colors. So I would like to get this one framed also. I'm going to go to Kerrville to get a couple of things. I'm going to go see how much it costs. Wendy told me, and then a sweet viewer also told me that it was a great place in Kerrville, this a framing place. So I'm going to try that, and I'll let you know how that goes too. The next one, I'm almost finished, is this one. Also from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. And this is Freedom Quaker. I stitched this one. I'm pretty sure it's on 36 count. And I had to make myself finish it. Now I know, don't buy 36 count anymore, Jennifer. But this is my finish on that one. So I think it's a beautiful design. I just don't like my stitching on it. I think I'm just too critical of myself, because I never think this of anybody else's stitching. So why am I so, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, but some of my stitching I do like. Oh, okay. These are recent ones. This is the Patreon Tier 4 for Teresa Kogut. This was her mystery stitch along. And I actually finished it before the last clue came out, because it was this tree down here. Nope, was it this tree? It was this tree over here. And I just made it symmetrical. So I don't know if that's exactly how it is in the pattern or not. I also changed down here. There was a cat. I'm not a big cat person. So I put my initials, and then I just picked a heart from the chart and put it there. So anyway, that's it. It's really cute. So she is releasing this soon to the public. She said it would be before, oh, I almost had it, the needlework one in March. You know, it's funny because usually I can't remember Needlework Expo. It's whatever. Anyway, the one in March, she said it would be before then. So maybe in February she'll have it out. This one is Mary Snow by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And this is 40 count Mayflower Mocha. And I really want to get this one framed. Isn't it beautiful? And it looks very Christmassy, but this would stay up all year round in my house. So it's kind of, the light's washing out the little stags on the side here, but oh, I love this. So I finished this at the end of last year also. So both of those were finishes right at the end in December. Then my last finish I want to show you, this has been finished for a while, but it's my pride and joy in stitching. And it is the Jenny Bean for the Parlor series by Shakespeare's Peddler, Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. And I love this stitch. And so it is stitched, this one's actually stitched in 36 count back before I knew any better. But I think it's a tighter weave than most 36 count because over one was fine everywhere. And it's on a skinny fat half because it is long. So let me stand up and I will show you. And I'll show you from far away. So this, I can't get it all on the screen at one time. I have to stand on my tippy toes, and that's the end of it. So I haven't done anything with this one because I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm pretty sure that Teresa framed hers, and so I thought about taking it and seeing how much it was going to be to frame it. Then I thought about doing the, I can't remember what it's called, where you like pull the thread and then you fold it under. I can't remember what it's called, but I thought about doing that and just having it like hang on like a little rod, decorative. I don't know. Anyway, but I'll show you here what it looks like. Here we go. All right. So this is the first band, and those are all eyelet alphabet. Just don't look too very closely because those were my first eyelets ever. And then here's the Adam and Eve band. And then this is my favorite band, and let me tell you why. Because I worked on this at the Silver Needle, where Kitten Stitcher was presenting, and she stitched the T. She was so kind. When I asked her, she probably thought I was a nut, but which I am, but that's okay. And so there's that one with Moses. And there's the Jesus one. The Good Shepherd. This is the forest. Now this one I did change right here. This is my married name, Keeney. So this is Keeney's Grove. I changed that. And then this is my maiden name, Clark. So Clark's Creek. So I just changed it so it personalized it for me. And then here's the town. And I personalized it to say Utopia. And I personalized this because we have a dam in our town. So I called it the Dam. And then this is my mother's name, Sarah. So I put this is Sarah's house. And then here's Jenny's house. And then I put 2020 because that's when I finished it. So, very proud of this one. Took me quite a while. So, I will probably take that when I go to the framer just to see like how much it's going to be. And because, you know, 2 weddings coming up, can't be spending too much on it. So I just may go back in the box for a while and I can appreciate it when I pull it out. I think that's all that I'm going to talk about now. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully this will work this time. I'm going to be very angry if it doesn't. If I stop here, there's nothing at the end, I had to chop something else off. The 12 by 12, I videoed every hour when I videoed right before it started. on New Year's Eve, and then I videoed every hour to show you my progress that I got that hour, and then introduce the stitch that I was going to do the next hour. And so I will try to attach those to the end. If they aren't there, then it wouldn't let me. We're gonna see, but I have to go erase all those other videos now. It's gonna break my heart. But so at some point I will be back on, I will post my whip / stalled starts parade soon. So I wanted to get this up so you knew that I had not forgotten. I actually did the video. It just it wouldn't let me even start uploading it, so I don't understand. And it's letting me video now, and anyway, doesn't matter. Not a technology person. So hopefully it'll be coming soon, and hopefully you're watching this one. So I hope y'all have a great 2023, and I appreciate you watching my channel. And until next time, be kind to each other. Bye, Flosstube. Well, here is my setup for my 12 by 12. You can see we still have Christmas everywhere, because I leave mine up for a while. So we live in an old house, if you can hear creaking. This is the chair. Oops. That's where I stitch. And these are my projects. So I was just gonna see, you can see my coffee table. I moved it out of the way so I can have them all set and ready to go. Okay, we're gonna see how this works with me just holding this. So, those are my stitching glasses. They're a little magnified. So I'm in my stitchy spots. I shut my curtains because it's a little bright. Sun's out, and it's gonna be in the 70s today. I miss my cold, but it's okay. So this is the beginning of my 12 by 12, and I thought I would just, I guess it's called vlogging, and I'll just do a little video at the beginning, at each, well, I guess the end of each hour. But I wanted to go ahead and do the beginning of my first hour. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I will show you what my first project is. Oh, I should explain. If you don't know what the 12 by 12 is, Kia B started it years ago. And last year, she and Pam did some lives on Instagram. I just watched the first one, which is actually an hour ahead of mine because they're doing Eastern time, and I'm Central Mountain time. But, and what it was that she does 12 new whips each hour between noon and midnight on Christmas Eve. And so I joined in. And I didn't touch, I chose 12 series, and, or 12 things that have different parts. I guess I should call them actually more than series. And then I ended up not even touching them all year. So I have a plan this year that I'm going to, the 12 of them, I've been doing the 12 days of Christmas. And so each day, that's what I stitch on. I pick one of them. And so today, before noon, I had to stitch on today's for the 7th day, I think, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, 7th day of Christmas. And some days I forget to post it on Instagram. I'm a really bad poster. But anyway, and so I do one each day for the 12 days of Christmas. And then, of course, I'll do one each hour tonight for New Year's Eve. And then for the 12 months next year, I'm going to pick one each month, and it will be my focus piece of 12 by 12 focus, and I will work 12 days just on that project. So I thought that sounded good. Lots of 12s. It's all good. So anyway, I'm going to flip my camera around. I'm going to do a quick video of what my project looks like before the hour of stitching, and then I'll jump back on and show you where I ended and what my next project will be. So just one second, let me flip I don't know if I can flip it around while I'm on camera, so let me stop it and flip it. Okay, so this is my first project. You can tell I'm in my PJs. I'm so excited for tonight. And so I started this years ago actually the first year I started stitching, I started this. And I prepped most of the fabrics. And of course, now, like the pattern said that this was 28. Well, back then, so I bought the 28 count. The stitches are huge. I don't know if you can see. Well, if I turn my stitching light on, you probably could see better. Hold on. See if this is any better. There we go. Look how big these stitches are. Oh, look at that. Anyway, but you can see where I've already prepped it. I did that a long time ago. So this is just, I've been stitching for about an hour, and that's all I've gotten done. Of course, I've been talking to people, have been calling and stuff. So anyway, but this is my beginning before the next hour of stitching. So this is going to be my first project. And I have all of these in one bag. They're right here in one of the bags I made, but each page is in a separate little Ziploc. So anyway, all right, well, this is my beginning, so I'm going to shut this off, and I'll be back to show you where I am after this hour is up. Okay, hope this is going to work. So I just finished my first hour, and I went ahead and did the Erica Michaels sampler book, which was my day for today, 7th day of Christmas. And I will show you my progress on it. And my next one that I'm going to stitch is a heartstring samplery. It's her Sunday, what does she call it? Sunday Stitches. And I started last year on Amazing Grace, and so that's where I will continue. So let me see if I can flip this around all in one thing. Let's see. Yay! All right, so here is my progress. That's how far I got in my 1 hour. Calvin! This is Calvin. Hi! He's the one you can hear walking around in the background. That's my daughter's dog. So this is how much I finished. I think those X's are so large, but it's okay. And that's for the Erica Michaels sampler book. So now this hour I will begin, well, you can see I already began. That was my little tiny start from last year. So let's see how much I can get done in this hour. And I am starting with Amazing Grace, which is one of my favorite hymns. And I think when I have these finished, I want to sew them into some kind of wall hanging, like make a quilt out of it. So, and I'm watching the Harry Potter series while I'm doing this tonight, so I'll see how far I get through that. There's some of my favorite books, and I do love to watch the movies also. So, all right, so I'm going to let you go and get back to my stitching. Okay, that's our second hour for the 12 by 12. It is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon on New Year's Eve of 2022. I just finished up on Heartstring Samplery's Sunday Stitches, Amazing Grace, and now I'm going to start on my new one. Let me flip you around. Here we go. So here is my Heartstring Samplery. That's how far I got. 'Twas. And then this is going to be my next project, and it's from the Heart Needle Arts, the Quaker series, the monthly Quakers. And here is the little bit that I got done last year on my 12 by 12 when they were starts. And here's my daughter's dog, Calvin. Calvin! He's mad because I'm not giving him enough attention, I think. So we may have to play a little fetch. I'm actually only getting about, I think, probably 35 minutes of stitching. So, been on the phone, I'm doing laundry, all that kind of stuff. So, but it's okay, videoing, you know, taking pictures, posting. I'm trying to do every hour and be really good about posting on Instagram. So, more for, so that I have a record of this. Sorry, look, Calvin. It's like, please, please. So I think I have to go play with Calvin for a little bit. So anyway, all right. I hope y'all are having fun. I love this. So talk to you later. All right, so we just finished the 3rd hour in 12 by 12, and I forgot to post my progress between our, oh, sorry about that, that's Calvin, between the 2nd and 3rd hour. So I just posted it now, and now it's time already to post for the next one. So let me show you what I'm going to be working on and my progress. So this is the one on which I was working this last hour. And you'll see that I used the wrong color here. Right here. So I'm going to have to frog that out, but that's okay. I'm doing a silk conversion that I just did while I was at the Tinsmith's Wife. So, and now this is the one that I will be working on this hour. And I have all of these ABCs by Little House Needlework. And this is the autumn one. That's the one I began last time. So this will be my progress as of right now. So my son just brought me a salad, so I think I'm going to eat that, which will cut into some of my time. And Pam and Kia should be getting on live, so I can watch that also. All right, see you next hour. Okay, we just finished hour 5. So I keep forgetting to post to Instagram, so I posted before I started the video. I just finished one project and am about to start the new one, so I'm going to flip you around so you can see it. Okay, so this is the one that I just worked on. All I got done here were these little white stitches. I was on the phone a lot. And then I couldn't decide what color this was supposed to be. So I've spent some time trying to figure that out because I don't, the called for, I have it in the bag, but I don't think that's what I use. So I'm not really sure. This is my new project, and this is the one that has the 3 stockings. And you can see them back here, they're bigger. They're Blackbird designs, and this one is Love is in the Air. And you can see that I already finished one of the stockings. I finished this one previously. So I will be starting on a new one. And I'm not really sure which one I want to start. So maybe this one. Maybe I'll do the bird. I like the hearts. Although I really like these flowers right here. I'm not a purple person, but anyway, doesn't matter. So I only really had about 20 minutes to stitch because my son brought a salad home for me, and so I ate. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to get to stitching on this. Okay, we just finished the 5th hour, about to start the 6th hour. Having fun. I've been watching Harry Potter. Just about finished with the first one, which tells you just how little actual stitching time I'm getting because we're going on the 6th hour. Anyway, so I thought, oh, I could watch all of the movies, and I don't know what I was thinking. There's not that many hours. It's only 6 hours. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so let me flip you around so you can see what I've been working on. Okay, I'm going to talk my husband into building a fire. It was like 70-something degrees today, but tonight's going to be in the 40s, so I thought I could have a fire. So this is what I was working on. So like I said, I finished this one last year, and so I started on this one. And this is just a piece of 28 count from like Hobby Lobby that I dyed myself. And all I really got done was a little bit of the bird and then the branch on which it is sitting. And then this one, then I'm going to start Little House Needleworks Early Americans. And so this is the one that I'm going to start with, which is Betsy Ross. And this is how much progress I had after an hour last year. So I probably won't get to anything other than the border, but we'll see. So, Calvin. Hello. All right. So I'll be back in about an hour. So we just finished the 6th hour and well, actually we're already halfway through the 7th hour, but I've been busy. It is dark, which is why my lamp is on over here. So I was going to show you very quickly what I did the last hour. Oops, I gotta flip it over. So this is the Little House Needleworks Early Americans. I did the border all the way around to here, and then I just started the chimney on her house. I had to change the color because it was the same color as my linen. So I'm doing that 1/1 on 28 count. So the next, I guess, 20 or 30 minutes I have for this one. This is actually my 6th day of Christmas. So this is the one I did yesterday. So I'm pretty familiar. I know exactly where to start. So the others, sometimes it takes me a little while to remember where I was. So this is where, what I will be working on the next, excuse the puppy, the next 20 or 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Okay, we are ready for hour 8. Just finished up number 7. My husband came and built a fire. He was like, "Why are you building a fire? It's not cold." I'm like, "It's cold enough." It's trying to start anyway. We're going to see how it goes. So I really only had about 15 or 20 minutes to stitch last hour. I like cleaned the kitchen and did worked on some laundry. 2 of my kids called. Anyway, so now my puppy is needing attention. Well, my daughter's puppy. So I'm going to show you what I did. I really only got like 1 strand of white floss put in there, but I'll show you what I did and what I'll be doing this hour. So let me flip you around. There's my fire trying to start. So let me slowly bring you down. And here's Calvin helping me. Calvin. He's like, So all I got done in January, you can see the white stitches here and all right here. That's all I got done last hour. He's pushing us underneath my phone. Anyway, so this is going to be, this was actually my 5th day of Christmas, which was 2 days ago. And this is how far I had gotten. I am starting this part right here. So I've gotten across to there. Okay, Calvin, stop. So, and I was just trying to get the green put in. Look, this is Calvin. Scoot back. Scoot back. Like, can we finish? So, this is how far I've gotten thus far. So, I'm hoping, I'm going to try some of the lighter green in there just to change it up a little bit because I've been working on that green the whole time. Or maybe I'll do the white on this one since I just did the white on the other one. So, we'll see. When I sit down, we'll see what I get started. All right, I'll be back in about an hour. Okay, we just finished our 8th project. I just finished working on my 8th project, about to start my 9th. The fire is going well, going pretty good now, I think. And I'm going to show you my progress. It wasn't very much, but I'll let you see it. See, fire's looking better. Oh, so pretty. And then this is my project that I worked on, and he wants me to throw his toy, sorry. And this is all I got done, was this light color right there. So that's okay, every stitch counts. And then this is what I will work on this hour. Adam Names the Animals by Plum Street Samplers. And this is how far I had already gotten. This was my 4th day of Christmas stitch. So this is where I will begin. All right, I'll see you in about an hour. Hello. You can probably hear my husband's TV going in the background. Just ignore that. We just finished, what, 8, 9... our 9th hour, starting on the 10th hour. So I got almost all the leaves done on the top branch of the tree. That's about as far as I got. I don't seem to stitch very quickly. Some of the stuff I've seen posted, I'm impressed. So I'm going to show you what I got done, and I'll show you what I'm going to work on this hour. Let me flip the camera around. There's my fire and Calvin. That's where he sits. Here's my stitchy spot. I put the pillow sits on my lap. I don't know how y'all stitch, but that's how I do it. All right, let me go slowly here. So this was last hour's project. Adam names the animals, and I did that leaf right there, and then all the leaves up here. So I have one more. Oh, so close. But it was 9:01, and I was like, uh-oh, so I had to stop. This is my project for this hour. This is the 12 Berries of Christmas by Erica Michaels. I began on day 1, which is the partridge in a pear tree. And this is how much I have completed thus far. I just have one of the little, what are those? 6, I guess, octagons, because they're 8-sided. One completely filled in, one just a pair there and a pair over here. So I'm going to work on this one for the next hour and see how much I can get finished. I can't believe after this there's only 2 more. Time goes so quickly. All right, I'll see you back in an hour. Okay, just finished hour 10. My son and his fiance came home to pick up board games. They are at her house with her parents and her brother and sister-in-law playing board games for New Year's Eve. So kind of talked to them, and I got off track on time. So I'm going to show you what I got finished this last stitching time. I'm going to stop saying an hour because I haven't gotten an hour yet. So let me flip you around and I'll show you. All right, so this was my 12 berries of Christmas, and all I got done was the green right here. So that's it. Now the next portion of time will be my ABC. This is the A block for anchor, so this one right here. And this is where I left off. This was my second day of Christmas stitch, which was the 26th. So we'll see how much I can get stitched in until 11 o'clock. I think my husband's about to go to bed. He's not staying up. So anyway, I'll see you in about an hour. Okay. Well, final hour. You get to see me, no makeup. Just, my husband has gone to bed. He gave up. He was like, not doing it. So, I'm going to show you what I have left. Even the puppy is sitting here whining because he's ready to go to bed. So, let me show you how much I got accomplished last hour. It's not a lot, but I will show you. I'm getting tired, so I'm too old to stay up this late anymore. And I'll show you what I'm going to work on this hour, and I'll see you in just, let me flip this around. Okay, yep, fire's almost going away. I'll go to bed when it's out. Let's see, this, all I did was I worked this over to here, and I'm working back. That's about it. This is 1 over 1 on 28 count, so that's how far I got with that. And then this hour, this is the 1999 Santa right here. And I'm doing a color conversion into silks. Most of them are Glorianas, so I just have to find a color for his cheeks. It looks like he has big hollow eyes, but it's actually his little pink cheeks that need to be done. But I'm just going to work probably on the red. I may go up and do like the gingerbread cookie. We'll see. I'll probably stick with the red. It's easier. And it's late. So, all right. I will see you in about an hour.